Good afternoon. It's Jason Salzman and Jessica McBride here with your Mvskoke Media Weekly Update for the week of March 21st through the 25th. And Jessica, we have just been busy around the clock here at Mvskoke Media chasing down this Mvskoke Creek Nation Department of Health deficit as we have given you updates the last few weeks. I know a lot of people have been following us on our YouTube channel. We thank you for that. It kind of leads you back with our last few weekly updates chronologically on how this is unfolding, basically based on our coverage. So where we are at now, our latest development is we have obtained, we were given an audio recording of the planning session that took place on March 15th of the National Council. In that planning session was a discussion between the National Council and the governing board of the Department of Health. Now, why this is so important is because throughout all of this, we have heard we haven't talked to the governing board. The governing board doesn't know anything. This audio that we have for you on our YouTube channel has the entire discussion between the council and the Department of Health. Jessica, what are some of the things that really jumped out at us from that discussion?
Some of the things that were brought into question were overtime that health employees were getting. One of the examples given was an employee that was $120,000 a year salary, receiving $70,000 a year in overtime. Some of the other things that came out were financial reports weren't readily made available in the last 6 to 8 months of the previous administration.
Right, and even some saying that they had financial reports ready to go, ready to give to council, and maybe were told not to give everything. Is that what we got from the discussion?
Yes, there's a portion of that there were financial reports at the end of last year that were available, but they were told not to make those available to council members and other board members. So
basically corroborating with what we heard from Speaker Tiger of we got some information, we just didn't get all of the information. And I think that's where we're at now, looking at not the total numbers, all of that. And I think if you go to the audio, we've really encouraged you to go and listen to the audio that is available on this YouTube channel. You can see their audio. It's a little lengthy, but you know, it's our nation, it's our health department. You need to listen and hear from these people. You're hearing straight from the governing board over the Department of Health, straight to the council and to the speaker, the second speaker, several other representatives are on there. So this is coming from them. And then at the end, you know, you hear the speaker basically tell the board, hey, I don't care in the future, give us all the numbers. We don't care who's telling you not to or anything like that. Give us all the numbers. So very much a useful tool there for our citizens to be able to listen to. The planning session audio, I want to thank for being given that. So we have that on our YouTube channel. Jessica, anything else that we needed to cover?
One of the other things that the council said, several council members say that they're going to have to pay the price for this. The council is, because they're the ones that voted on all these pieces of legislation that kind of led to the deficit.
Right. Okay. Well, and that's great. And we've got on record, on camera, Lucian Tiger, the Speaker of the National Council. We've reached out to Seneca Smith, the former Secretary of Health at Creek Nation. Haven't heard anything back yet. We've reached out to former Principal Chief George Tiger. Didn't reach him at first. Then he called us back 5:15 after hours, so we got a message. So we then called back, and we have made contact with him, and we have heard from him that we will be, he's preparing things to talk to us soon. So that's all we have for now for the weekly update. I want to thank you all for watching us, and stay up with all of our coverage here on the YouTube channel, on all of our social media outlets. Mvskoke Media will have you up to date with all of the information you need.